I was lost in a city dream, and I was at home again beside the stream. Then you walked past me, and you saw me and smiled.
Welcome to my new Central Florida home. Today, I thought we'd do a tour. If you're new here, I'm so glad you stopped by. I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 and over 60 woman. I'm so glad you stopped by today. It's going to be a fun one. I'm going to do a tour of my whole house here in Central Florida. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a second. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave today. And if you want all the good stuff, you might want to sign up for my Sunday morning email newsletter. The link is in the description box down below. You just click on the link. It'll take you to the sign up page. It's super easy, super fun, super free. Every Sunday morning, I send out a short but sweet Sunday morning email newsletter with all the cool things I found throughout the week, whether it's a good special or a wonderful sale or something that I bought that was really, really worth it, a good piece of information, anything that I would share if we were just hanging out together having coffee. It really is one of the favorite things about my channel. I get so many people tell me all the time that they just look forward to that Sunday morning email newsletter. If you want to join in on the party, the link is in the description box down below. I think you're gonna love it. In April of this year, I moved myself, my puppy, and my cat from Aiken, South Carolina down here to Central Florida. It was a much easier move than my last move, which was driving from the West Coast to the East Coast with everything I owned in my SUV, along with my dog and my cat. That took more than a week. It was quite the journey. This drive was so much easier. Literally, I left in the morning and was here early afternoon. It was only 5 or 6 hours, and I had someone drive a truck with my stuff in it. So this move was so much easier for me, and I'm so happy to be here. Today, I'm going to walk through every room of my new home in Florida. Now, when I say new home, it really is a new home. The owners of this home, and I am renting, they literally closed on the property, I think, the day before I saw it, or 2 days before. It really was quite quick that I was able to see the home. And you know what? When I came here to look at this home, I was just on a little visit down to the Villages in Florida, which is where I live now. No intention of making any decisions. I just wanted to check the place out. Walked into this home, looked around, met the owners, and I said, you know what? I want to rent your home. And no one was more surprised than me. It really was kind of a quick decision. So when I say new, I mean, it was brand new when I moved in. I'll tell you what, the sense of responsibility I have around here is incredible, just because they're so nice and the home is so lovely, and I just want to keep it really, really nice for them. So I'm going to be walking you through every room of the house today, showing you what I brought with me, what I bought, and how I decorated everything. I've had so many of you request that I do that. Today's the day. I think it's going to be fun. This home has an open floor plan concept, which I love. That's my favorite style. And as you walk in the front door, so I'm standing with the front door right behind me right now, you can see all the way through the main living area and out into the backyard. It really is beautiful and light and bright, and I'm enjoying it so much. As you walk in the front door, hi there. You'll see something that looks very familiar if you were following me when I lived in Aiken. This is a little bookshelf, curio cabinet, and lamp, and some decor items that I purchased when I was there. I can say that I haven't done a whole lot with it, although I think this area does look just fine as you come in. And I do like having a mirror right by the front door so you can kind of check yourself before you answer the door. It's just something I've gotten the habit of doing. This mirror I redid when I was in Aiken. I picked it up from Tuesday morning and I did a whitewash over it to make it look a little bit brighter. That lamp is from Lamps Plus, and the decor items are just from Hobby Lobby or Home Goods, something like that. Nothing very special or unique, but I do really love them. One of the things I did purchase when I got here was this entry rug, dog not included. That's Lucy. Say hi, Lucy. She's my little golden doodle. This entry rug is, I believe, from Laloy. Laloy is currently my favorite rug company, and I've purchased quite a number of rugs from them. They have several styles in their line. They have low pile and high pile. I prefer the high pile, and this is a beautiful rug. You can find them right on Amazon, and I'll try to have everything that I talk about today as much as possible linked for you. This particular rug is gorgeous. I have a little rug runner underneath it so it doesn't move around, and it's worked really well. On the left, as you walk in, this whole area is all new since I've moved in. And I'll tell you what, one of my very favorite pieces in the entire home is this new credenza. And I am so excited about it. But let's talk about what's on top of the credenza first, because styling a piece of furniture is almost the most fun for me. The lamp over on the left, right there, that is from Lamps Plus. It's huge. Let me show you. Look at, this is my hand right here, so you can see how big this lamp is. I have found that purchasing lamps from Lamps Plus really does work better for me. They're just really good lamps, and the value is much better than Home Goods or other outlets. Although I have found, lots of things at those places that I like. If I'm looking for a statement lamp, Lamps Plus is really my go-to. The other things on the curio cabinet or credenza, what do you call it, are little items, decor items that I put together. Of course, first and foremost is my daughter Heather and her fiance Ryan. Aren't they just the cutest doggone couple? Beautiful photo of them. Now this painting right here, I actually picked that up at a resale shop here in Central Florida, and inside of it there was a drawing or a painting of a little Cocker Spaniel. Well, I simply turned that picture around, popped out that painting, and painted a little abstract over it because the frame in the mat I thought was so very beautiful. Right behind it is a large canvas. I think it's 36 by 48, and I ordered that and just painted an abstract on that canvas because I wanted to have something big with those colors, and I thought, I can just whip that out really quick. One of the tips that I do or can share when I'm doing a canvas like this that's really big, that would be very expensive to frame, is I get a box canvas. You can see right here. So I just paint the sides. You don't end up needing a frame because it's painted all around on the sides. It's an inexpensive way to get a big piece of artwork if you want to fill up some space without having to spend a lot on framing. These little pieces over here, this was at a resale shop here in Central Florida, and I have some of my rocks that I've collected. I collect little heart rocks. And so I have my little collection there, and as well as some feathers and stones. I'm that kind of gal. And then just some other decor items. This bird picture I picked up locally here at Home Goods. I just kind of had a little bit of a bird theme going on in this particular house. Now on to the credenza. Isn't that just gorgeous? This is made out of mango wood, and I actually purchased it off of Wayfair, which is so surprising to me because, as I've shared in the past, my luck with Overstock and Wayfair has not been that great over the years. I mean, the stuff is generally okay, but I'm never over the moon. I never feel like, oh my gosh, that was such a good purchase. This particular piece of furniture, I'm over the moon about. Again, it's made of mango wood. It's beautiful. It's so long and so big, and it works perfect in this space because this is a really big wall, and it was very blank all on its own. One of the things that I have done, because I wanted to use it for storage and their glass fronted cabinet doors, is I just ordered some black craft paper, and I have used double-sided tape and taped that black craft paper to the backs of the doors so that I'm able to use this for storage. There's all kinds of stuff in there that would not be cute to look at, cat food and computers and water and that sort of thing. So it becomes a very, very handy storage item by having that black paper covering up the glass without losing the effect of having glass. Over here on the side, this is probably one of the most recent purchases. Again, I believe this was from Wayfair. I will try to find all these and have them linked. I wanted something unique and kind of casual looking, a little different styling to go next to the big rectangular credenza. So I wanted rounded shapes. I wanted a different tone so that it would really stand out, and just a nice quick place to sit if you wanted to put your shoes on. This is a nice chair. I'm enjoying it. I thought it was a fairly good purchase. So moving over here to the very back of the large main living room, you guys will recognize this if you've been following me since my days in Aiken, South Carolina. This used to be in my kitchen there, right next to the refrigerator, and I have repurposed it and using it now for kind of a curio cabinet. I do have some wicker baskets here with some storage, and there's some hot new handy new hobby items in there that I'll be talking about in some future videos, but I've kind of hidden them here to keep them out of place. But lots of new stuff that is coming around here. So just an easy repurpose. That up there is a photograph done by a friend of mine of Mendocino. It's really kind of a sentimental treasure. Right next to this is a punched tin piece of art that I picked up, I think from Hobby Lobby when I was in Aiken. And so what I did is I ordered some leather cord off of Amazon and strung it up, and then I hung it on a dragonfly towel hook that I got at Home Depot or Lowe's. I just wanted something kind of unique so that when you look at it on the wall, it looks a little bit, more interesting than just having a nail there or a regular painting hook. So I'm liking the look of that and how it turned out. In the main living area, and you can see Lucy, she's watching this whole thing and quite comfy. I ended up getting all new furniture for the living area of this particular home. The furniture I had in Aiken was very, very inexpensive. Honestly, I think I paid more for purses than I paid for the couch I had there. So everything pretty much in the living room, big furniture items, I ended up donating or giving away. And I have been able to put together a nice living room set here in Florida. One of the stores that I've really enjoyed shopping at is a place called Babette's, and it is absolutely local. I ended up going to the Leesburg location for Babette's, and I found so many great items there. The first being this sofa. This was a showroom piece, and it came with a matching chair. We'll see that in a little bit. I'm really loving it. It's super comfortable. I was able to get a little bit of a deal because it was a showroom piece, and I've just gone ahead and decorated it. That white blanket right there, gosh, I've had that since I lived in Reno, Nevada. So it's been with me for a long time. The pillows were decorative pillows that the big ones I've had. The dragonfly right over there, that's from Etsy. I picked that up from a seller. And the other one that's a needlepoint design of a leaf pattern, that I picked up locally at that little gift shop that I like so much. I'm not remembering the name right now, but I'll try to have it linked down below. So the pillow area in this is all, you can see that Lucy loves it too because she spends a lot of time there. Over here, it's another table. I picked this up from Wayfair. I do like it. I think it was a good value. I think there was only one or two left when I ordered it. I did want something that was a unique shape so that it just wasn't, a square table, because I have that big credenza behind me that's a huge rectangle. The painting above it, I picked up at a local, just little decor store right up in Brownwood Square. I thought it was a perfect solution for over this table, and it was on sale, and what I ended up paying for it was less than I would have had to pay for the canvas and the frames alone. So it was a very good easy purchase. I just grabbed it, put it in the car, drove it home, and stuck it up on the wall. The lamp is from the local Home Goods. I thought it was a cute little lamp, and then just random decor items. These tables, they're two nesting tables. Fell in love with these when I was at Babette's. I ended up purchasing them the same time that I got the sofa. Really enjoyed them. They kind of have a travertine top with a pattern that is, different colors and different textures and tones, really working for me. This tray I picked up at a resale shop, as well as my little peacock. Lori and I picked a set of these up at a local flea market. She took one and I took one, and of course I have my crystals in the little bowl right there, and I have more crystals right over here. I'm kind of a crystal gal. I think they're lovely to own and wonderful to have around the house. These two chairs, these were purchased from Wayfair, and I like them. I think they look good. Are they that comfortable? No, not really. This is one of those purchases that it's like, okay, I paid for them, I got them, they're what they said they were, but I'm not over the moon. They look great. They just am not that comfortable to sit in, but not that many people sit in them anyway, so it hasn't been a problem so far. And then these two bird pillows, I just love them. I think they're gorgeous. I picked those up from a gal on Etsy who makes little pillows. Really, really enjoying those. The rug in this area is another Laloy. I'm pretty sure it's Laloy. Just picked it up off of Amazon. I do like it. I wanted something that was a little more of a neutral, understated, not real bold. I don't know that I would get something this light in color again. When I purchased it, I was forgetting that I have a dog and a cat. And I think that it's going to start showing that pretty doggone quickly. So I don't know if I would make that choice again, although I do think that it looks nice. Moving into the dining area, this is a set that I got from Babette's again. And if you live in the area and you've never been to Babette's, I'll tell you one of the best things about them are the delivery guys. Those delivery guys are so good. I just love them. I tip them big every time they've showed up. They just did a wonderful job. This little dinette, I wanted something small because this is not a big eat-in area. The table again was a floor model, so I got it at a very good price, and it did come with 4 chairs. I'm only keeping 2 out, and I've tucked the other 2 in different parts of the house because to have all 4 around the table, it really just did look overcrowded if you're not having a little dinner party or people over. Really enjoying this particular set. It was a good purchase and I'm happy with it. These 2 little paintings I did in Aiken, and I used my old trick again. I went to a thrift store there and found 2 paintings in these frames, beautiful frames in mats. Gosh, I think they were like $5 each or something. And I just grabbed them and took them home, popped the artwork out, did just some quick little abstracts and put them in the frames. Easy, cheap way to get artwork without having to spend a lot of money. And this little planter here with the snake plant, gosh, that was with me in Aiken. And of course, you guys remember my fiddle leaf fig. It's not quite as fluffy as it was when I got it, but it's happy in this corner. It's getting a lot more light, and this has just been a really easy transition for the plants. It came down in a moving truck, didn't seem to suffer any from the trip. I put him in this corner with his little buddy there, and he's been going good since. This area right here, this tray I picked up, gosh, I think it was at Home Goods or just one of those stores, and then this vase was a recent purchase from the garden shop right here near my neighborhood. It's the sweetest, funnest little shop, but I saw that vase and I thought, oh, I'm going to take that home. As for the flowers, I've got a lot of flowers there. You'll find out more why I have so many flowers in a little bit. The kitchen area, not much decor in here. I did bring some of my favorites. Of course, you guys know I love my rack here. That came with me. My cutting boards and, of course, pictures of the daughters. And you might remember this wood walnut cutting board that I purchased from the farmer's market in Aiken. It's come with me. It's just lovely. It's what I use to prepare my meals on all the time. So this is the main room in my new Florida home. It is so comfortable and I just enjoy being here so very much. Right down the hall is the guest bedroom. This will be a quick little tour around. It is really just put together in the most simple way so that it's a nice, comfortable space for when I have guests coming. And I actually have another guest coming towards the end of September. You guys will you guys will know her. I'll make sure that I vlog when she's here. So this guest bedroom mattress I brought with me, and that little nightstand I picked up when I was in Aiken. It was from a couple that picks up old furniture and redoes it. That lamp is from Amazon. It came as a set. I only put up one because you know what? I don't think I'm going to have any couples come visit. Most of the people that I have that are coming are just single. So if a couple shows up, I'll add the other lamp. And then this wall hanging was from Etsy. Picked up that blanket ladder when I was in Aiken. Again, I think it was from Overstock or Wayfair. Super handy. If you don't have one of those and you're thinking about it, I can tell you it's been pretty handy to have around. Those two paintings are just from Home Goods, nothing fancy there. And then I picked up this piece of art from a resale shop, furniture resale shop. This bench right here from Overstock. Nice neutral colors, just easy to work with. And then that little chair in the corner I picked up at a thrift store in Aiken. Changed out the cushion. You know, most of the cushions on the rattan furniture are standard sizes. Threw that pillow in it and it makes just a great little chair for your guests to sit in and put their shoes on and that sort of thing. So easy bedroom here. Probably one of the coolest things about the bedroom is this rug. This was in my guest room in Aiken, and this is a Laloy rug. Now, Laloy has different piles. The type of Laloy rug that I like is the high pile, and you can see it's really nice and thick and beautifully done, and their price point is amazing. If you can pick up a high pile Laloy rug, I think you're going to love it. Great value. They just hold up beautifully, look terrific. So this is the guest room. If you come and visit me, this is where you'll be staying. The guest bathroom is, of course, conveniently located right next to the guest room, as it should be. And this is where the tub and shower is. I haven't taken a bath since I've been here. I'm a big bath gal, but I'll tell you what, during the winter, I will absolutely be in there with my Epsom salts. This is not very decorated. The only thing really is a painting that I did in Aiken. Again, I picked up a canvas from a thrift store, painted it white, and then just did a little abstract over the top and added just a few decor items. Little lamp over here. I love having a lamp in a kitchen and a bathroom. I just think it adds a sweet little touch. So let's go look now at the master bedroom. I really love my master bedroom. It's huge, it's comfortable, it has a great view of the backyard. It's just a wonderful place to head into bed at night. One of the purchases that I made at Babette's was this bed. And I'll tell you, I love this bed like nobody's business. It really just works in here. It has a footboard and a headboard. Super quality, was a great price point. Just, I love everything about it. I love the color, the style, all of it. And the bedding, oh my gosh, you guys, I got so lucky with this bedding. I saw this company on Facebook, and it's a Japanese company, and they make cotton bedclothes. And I found this on their website. It has a bird motif. I kind of have a little bird thing going on in this house here. And I thought, oh, that's just exactly what I've been looking for. And I took the leap and went ahead and ordered it. It is so beautiful and such good quality. And I have washed it a few times now. It washes up beautifully. I just have nothing but great things to say about this particular company. I think the quality is just really good. To the side of the bed is one of the dining room chairs. I just stuck it over here in the corner and put a little decorative pillow on it. It works great over there. And you can see This is a little portrait I had done of the girls and I. Heather was, gosh, maybe 17. Gracie was 12. I was, gosh, in my 40s or something. I just love that photo. It has stuck with me through lots of years. Here under the window is a little upholstered seat. This actually opens up. I got this from a secondhand store when I lived in Aiken, threw it in the back of my truck and brought it home. It's great, a neutral color, easy to work with. Over here in the corner, this is a painting that was done by my daughter Heather. And I've had it for a while now. And I have put it on an easel in the corner of my room. If you have any easels, stick them with a painting on it. It's just a really fun look. And then down on the floor, just a couple of decorative items. The next thing I want to show you is this dresser that is probably one of my prized possessions right now. This dresser has such an interesting story. I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace. And when I went over to pick it up, the lady that painted this, refinished it and painted it, was so interesting. She was about our age, like early 60s, and she had been working in some type of profession, and she ended up losing her job. I think the company had cutbacks or something, but she could not find another job, and she felt like it was because of her age. And she was very depressed and very frustrated and kept looking for work. And while she was waiting to find a job, she started refinishing furniture as just a hobby, something to keep her from going nuts and keep herself busy. Well, guess what? It's now her full-time job, and it's what she absolutely loves. And I think that story is so cool because it shows that when we get frustrated and something that looks to us as something bad happens ends up leading us to just the best life. And she loves what she does now. Her husband's so supportive and she is so good. I don't know the name of this dresser, but it's a name brand dresser. In other words, it's older. It's all wood. It's one of those really good quality pieces of furniture. And the job she did on this is just exceptional. Look at how she refinished the top so that you see the wood grain, but it's also a matching tone to the dresser itself. It's just absolutely beautiful. She did such a gorgeous job, and I feel very, very fortunate that I got one of her pieces. On top of the dresser is what I call the wall o' daughters. That's Gracie and me right there. Mendocino, where we spent Thanksgivings for, gosh, a couple of decades, the girls and I. Heather and Grace, Heather and I. So wall of daughters right there. It's lovely to look at them before I head to bed at night. Over here is the matching chair to the couch in the living room. Isn't that just a perfect fit? And you can see Lucy's bone there on the ground. I tried to pick up all the dog toys. I guess she snuck one in. So this works perfect. This is where I sit to put my shoes on or sit to put my jammies on, that sort of thing. And then of course over here, just a little glass curio cabinet. I'm using it for a bookshelf. Have just accessorized it with a few things around the house. It's a picture of Heather and Heather's little cat. Some of my books. This piece right here I picked up locally at a resale shop. I just love it. It kind of gives me the Buddha vibes, you know, the meditation Buddha vibes. And then over here, this is a full-length mirror that I purchased from a shop in Aiken. Gosh, you guys, it was so inexpensive. It was like $125 or something. And it made it down here without breaking. I can't even believe it. I wrapped that thing up in BOA wrap and then wrapped it in cardboard, and I thought there's no way that this thing is not going to break. It made it all the way without breaking. I'm so thrilled. It's a great full-length mirror, and gosh, what a great price point. The bathroom, nothing special in here. It's a fairly small bathroom for a master bath. I do have double sinks, and then of course the toilet room with a shower and a nice walk-in closet. So this is a full view of the master bedroom and how I put it together. It is so comfortable in here, and I'll tell you, when I get to go to bed at night, I'm absolutely thrilled. The last room I'm going to show you, you guys, if you watch my channel, you've seen it quite a bit. This is pretty much where I spend 90% of my time when I'm home and awake. This is the outdoor patio, or they call them bird cages down here in Florida. And what this is it's an outdoor room that is completely screened in. So that area where you're looking out in the backyard, that's screening. So I can sit out here in the morning and the evening and enjoy the weather, enjoy being outdoors, and not have to worry about the bugs and the critters and that sort of thing. This is really where we spend our time. And when I say we, I mean Lucy and Dex and I. And I am a garden and a plant person, and one of the very first things I did was start putting plants in here. So there's lots of plants out in my little garden area, and it really is one of my joys and one of my hobbies. This patio set is from Lowe's. I just ordered it online, and you know what? It's not expensive, but it's fine. It's super comfortable. I don't worry about it. When we have the big storms here, the rain will literally almost flood this place. So I don't want furniture that I'm precious about or worried about. I just want furniture that's going to be able to take it. So everything out here is affordable. If it falls apart, I'm not heartbroken. It's just easy and rough and tumble and very, very casual. I have tried to put little decor items together. That fan, I got it off of Amazon. I'll try to link as much as I can. And then mostly just plants. That painting back there is something that I did when I was in Aiken. And you can see the view of my backyard. I have a huge fenced in backyard. And when I say huge, huge for the area that I live in, the community I live in, the villages. A big backyard like this is really, really rare. Oh, and over right there, you can see I have bags and bags of soil because I've got a new project that I'm up to. I lost my ever-loving mind, and I'm launching on a new hobby. I'll tell you guys more about that later. Oh, and you know what I just remembered? We have one more room, the studio room. I'll take you in there and show you around. Right as you walk in the front door, on your right is the front bedroom, or probably a lot of people use this as their office. This is what I use as the studio for my makeup videos. But it's not only a makeup studio anymore. I have also added a little art table so that I'm able to paint in here as well. So it's double time studio work. Right over here is my makeup table, and you guys will notice that backdrop there to look familiar. Right over there is all my devices and a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be plugged in. It takes up the whole top of that table right there. And then pan over here is where I sit and do my painting. And right over here, this is the wall OPR, or just a bunch of stuff that I get sent all the time. It's a constant battle sifting through it. Of course, my red light here, and then inside the closet is racks and racks and racks of makeup and skincare products that I'm always testing and trying and sharing my thoughts on what I think about it. So your question about this particular room might be, Kimberly, is it always that messy? And the answer is no, it's usually much, much messier. Truly, this is cleaned up. So this is not the cutest, fanciest room in the house, but it gets an awful lot of action. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my new home in Central Florida. Gosh, it's been fun putting it together. And you know, the funny part is that Lori, my friend Lori, they moved in about the same time as I did. And I'll tell you, the first month or 6-8 weeks, that's all we talked about is furniture. We were both decorating our houses. I would run into them at furniture stores. It was all that we were about. And you know what? Now, we never talk about furniture. It's like we're both decorated. Let's move on and start having fun. I hope you enjoyed this little tour. It was fun for me to share how I put my house together. I love it here. I love my home. I love the community. I love everything about where it is now. I'm really, really happy with the home and everything I put together. It's so comfortable and I'm really enjoying it. If you found this fun, useful, and helpful, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll See you in the next video. Bye now.